What's up, gamers? My name is Shepard, and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. We are at day 5, and I said that we are going to start focusing on base defenses. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to clear out this whole area. We're going to take off all these empty cupboards that we don't need, and take off all these metal shelves. Definitely gonna harvest, if I can say harvest, these metal shelves so we can get the metal out of that, so we have more metal to reinforce windows with. And then, of course, we have to go out there and take down some trees so we can gather some wood, because we are going to be making these wood spike traps. We need a bunch of wood for that, and we are going to be digging some trenches, and we are also going to be making barbed wire fences, which we also are going to need some iron for. So we also might have to go out there and find some iron deposits to make these with. I don't think we're going to get enough metal out of all the shelves in the store, but yeah, okay, so this is going to be our focus. We're obviously not going to get to all of it in one day. Let me just get my trench tool. Where did I put it? That might have landed with the weapons. There we go, an iron shovel. Okay, we're going to be using that quite a lot. We might need a repair kit later on to repair it, so at least we still have 3 of those. Alright, so yeah, we are going to dig trenches, we're going to gather wood, we're going to get some metal, and we are going to start reinforcing this place. I want to close all these holes at the top. I think those are windows at the moment. I'm not sure. Might just be holes, but either which way, that is not a very good defense. So I think the easiest way to take that down, I want to flatten out the roof at some point anyway, to put my farm plots up there. So I think I'm just going to close these square holes off with wood frames and then just upgrade those, and eventually when we get to focusing more on farming, then we'll go up there and we'll level out the roof. Okay, so for now I think we're just going to go out there. We don't have a proper axe yet, so we're just going to repair this dude, and that's going to be our wood gathering tool for the moment. Alright, so let's also get the shovel in here. Let's move around some of this stuff. I don't think pistol. Let's move the hunting rifle in there. I don't think I'm going to use the hunting rifle now. Just this for close defense. I don't want to use the pistol close to home. I don't really want to make too much noise and attract too much attention. So I think this will do. Alright. So I think I'm going to start off by just the basic. I think what we're going to do here, this should be enough space to do the spikes. So if we want to carry on from there, I think we'll start over here. Okay, got some plant fibers there. Alright, so our trench is going to be, I think we're going to make the trench just 1 deep and 3 wide. 1 block deep and 3 wide. So the zombies walk over the spikes. That should deal some good damage. Okay, and we're getting some clay soil, which we will need later on for crafting cobblestone. I think it's cobblestone for reinforcement on our wood frames. Alright, we want to make this wide enough so we can do 3 wide without running into those stairs over there. So I think let's take it out 1 more. Alright, there we go. I think then we can work from here. Okay, so we are going to take this all the way down, and then we're gonna run at the back. We'll run against the hill, so that's just to start it off. I think this should be wide enough, but we can always adjust that. So we're gonna run all the way down here, and then here at the back as well. We also have to reinforce these doors, and we'll put up some spikes at the stairs and at the doors and the windows and stuff like that. We also definitely have to go close that hole. We definitely have to do that, but we are just going to build another wall on the inside of that one, because with the tools I have now, it's going to take forever to take down all those crumbled pieces and rebuild those. So we'll just build another wall on the inside of that one, and obviously reinforce all those windows, or maybe just rebuild them with other blocks, and make some, upgrade them up to cobblestone. And alright, so this is going to be the area of the trench. We're going to run down here. I think 3 wide should just fit in here. Then we're going to go all the way up. Yeah, zombie jumping around up there. We're going to go all the way back up to here, and then we're going to close off. So we are going to have some barbed wire on the outside. We're going to have the spike trench, and then I think some barbed wire on the inside as well, just to slow them down a bit more. That's what, by the way, that's what the barbed wire fences do. They slow down the zombies, and then the spike traps, obviously, they hurt the zombies. Okay, but the wooden spikes, they don't last very long. That's why we are going to make 3 rows of those, and then maybe even stack them on top of each other. So effectively we're going to have 6 rows of spike traps in the trench. That should do for now. That should get us through the first blood moon. Alright, so I'm going to go out there, I'm going to go get some wood, and once we got that, we're going to build a bunch of spike traps so that we have them at the ready, and then we're going to start the very long process of digging this trench. Alright, so let's get out there and gather some wood. Okay, I actually want to give the same advice that I gave in Ark Survival Evolved. Try not to take down too many trees in your direct area of your base, because you never know when you really need more wood, and then you took down all the trees in your direct area. So bases over there, see, I'm leaving some trees in the area. At some point you also, when you get seeds, you can plant them close to your house, and just let them grow again. So, but before you get to that point, try to gather wood a little bit further away from your base, so that you don't run into a problem where you have to run miles to go get wood, especially when you get to a later stage when your zombies are a little bit stronger and faster, and you definitely don't want to have to go out and gather wood at night. So try and avoid that. Alright, so try to, while things are all calm and quiet and peaceful, do the effort, run a little bit further, and go gather wood and resources, further away from your home. Same with iron deposits and stuff like that. Yeah, fine, you can find one close to your house, but try and leave it there for future. You never know when you need it. So rather run a little bit further and see if you can find it somewhere else. Then and obviously try and remember where you spotted it, so when you find yourself in a pinch, then at least hey, listen, close by I can find some metal or whatever. So that's just a little something to keep in mind. Oh yeah, I actually wanted to show you guys this as well. A lot of your resource blocks, when you start harvesting them, I know the same with stone deposits as well, they split. They sometimes split into more blocks. Like the stone, I'll find another stone deposit, there's got to be one around here somewhere, and I'll show you what I mean, that it splits. But here in the ground, especially with the iron deposits, the deposit on the surface completely breaks away, but then remember to check the ground. It actually goes into the ground, and a lot of times you'll find a huge iron vein going rather deep underground. So don't just break the one on the surface and think, ah, crap, this is it, and I have to go find another one. So I think that, there we go. And like this, you might not always see it, but it's there. If you look closely, there's a little bit of a color difference in the rock there, so you can see there's more iron in here. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Don't break the one on the surface and then run around looking for others. Go underground as well. And see, like that, there we go, there's more. So keep checking. Even if it looks like there's nothing, just, hit the ground a couple more times in a few different spots just to make sure you got all of it, so that you don't miss a pretty good deposit. Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. Wait a minute, there's something there. There we go. Alright, so that's just little something to keep in mind when you go on resource runs to gather some resources. Okay, so I actually had a little uninvited guest here, but this is the iron deposit where I was busy, and see how deep it went. And it's going all the way down there, and I think I got all of it now. So that's what I meant by checking how deep it goes, and don't stop, hitting the ground around the last deposit that you mined, if I can say that. Just keep checking. Some of these iron veins are really huge. Some of them are even bigger than this. Alright, so I just want to see if I can find a little rock deposit around here somewhere. There's got to be a little rock deposit as well, so I can show you guys the way it splits. Not sure if I've done it before. If I've shown you this before. Well, let's see if we can find one. There should be one around here somewhere. I think I saw one earlier, but I didn't go towards it. So I'm actually still close to home. I know there's another iron deposit on the other side. That's why I mined out this one, because I know there's another one on the other side. Just looking for a rock deposit. There's got to be a rock deposit around here somewhere. There we go. What's that? That is huge. What is that? Oh, wait, here's one. That should be a rock deposit as well. But anyway, check this out. Okay, so we're gonna break this one, and then boom, it splits into even more pieces. Okay, so you can mine those as well. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but you actually build experience when harvesting resources. Cutting down trees and I think plants as well. Yeah, plants as well. So snowberry plant, cool. So plant fiber, wood, rocks, iron, whatever. It all, ooh, bird nest. It all gives experience as well. So, going on a decent resource run, you can actually level up quite a bit. Right, so we got quite a bunch of resources now, so we can head back home and we can start making those spike traps and start clearing out the inside of our little base there, and continue with the trench. So it's quite a bunch of work. Sucks doing it alone, but because it takes forever. But that is the plan that we have. Alright, so we're gonna place the spikes in here. You see, there's not a lot of level ground at the moment. So when we start widening the trench, we're gonna get flat areas like that. And that is where we are going to be placing our spike traps. So I'm gonna go ahead and widen this a little bit more, and then we'll start placing down some spike traps, so I can show you guys what it looks like and more or less how it's gonna work. Maybe there's a zombie in the area, so we can quickly test it out, and I can show you guys exactly how it works when a zombie walks over them. Alright, so let me get this done and see if we can find a zombie somewhere. Maybe we can get one closer. I think actually in there, maybe not by now, if we're lucky, the loot in there has respawned. Remember, the gun safe is in there, so maybe we can draw out some zombies from there, so I can show you guys how this spike trap thing is supposed to work. Alright. Alright, so I widened up the trench here at the front of the base, and there is actually a zombie in the area. I just let it away a bit. There it is over there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is quickly, I'm going to build some of these spike traps, and we're gonna place them in here. Wooden spike traps. There we go. We're gonna make, let's make about 10 of those. Alright, so that's gonna take about a minute to start crafting. Let's move the shovel out of the way quickly. Get these spikes in here. There we go. Alright, so now we can place these. Alright, and we want them to be facing that way. Right. So, there we go. And let's just wait for more, and we are gonna lead that zombie right over these. Alright. So, let's do this. Okay, I want to show you guys exactly how this works. The wood spike traps for now should be fine. It should be enough to that should actually kill the zombie. But remember, the ones on the Blood Moon are feral, and they run, and so I think they're a little bit stronger, and they're definitely faster. So that's why we're gonna use 3 rows, and on top as well. We're gonna stack them on top of each other as well. Alright, so here we go. Let's get your attention. Get it over here. Come on. Come this way. And we can actually we can jump over these. But the idea that I have is to prep the base, and ooh, we just made it, is to prep the base and actually stand on the roof and then shoot from up there. Come on, into the traps. Okay, so it's already damaging. One of them is already broken. There we go. Looks like 3 took it down. Nope. 3 hits, and it's still going. And there we go. It is down. Alright, so we can repair this one, and then we can just replace that one. Okay, so see, even this is enough to keep out your standard zombie at this point. It should work for now, but we don't want just one zombie to come through and then there's a gap for the rest to come through. So we want some good, strong defenses that will last a whole horde. Alright, but this is how it works. The barbed wire is just going to slow them down. Right, so that's why we're going to have barbed wire on the outside and on the inside. Not sure if we're going to be able to make a full enclosure of barbed wire at this point, but maybe just like one open, one open, one open, like that. Just for some of the zombies to get stuck and for the others to go through. The reason I don't want to make a full enclosure of barbed wire at this point is so that when a zombie comes through, it can actually go into the spikes and get killed, and the others are stuck behind the barbed wire, which it kind of funnels the horde. So you don't want all of them at once coming through, all of them at once being slowed down, and then they break through, and then they come full speed at the spikes, and then a few of them get killed off in the spikes, and the rest have full access. So you wanna kind of funnel it. You wanna slow down the horde, slowly but surely. And I mean, while they're slowed down, while they're stuck in there, you can take them down. Pick them off from the roof with a rifle or whatever we have at that point. We are gonna do a last run, maybe just go through some of these buildings, a last resource run before the Blood Moon descends upon us. Alright, but this is the basic idea that we have for defenses. Let's see if we can make some barbed wire traps quickly. I actually should have built some of these to show you how they work, but let's just craft a couple of those. Put them in here as well. Alright. So this is what we want with the barbed wire. There we go. One there, and one there. Open spot, closed. Open, closed. And we'll see how this works. Alright, so some of them can come through and get into the spikes, and so we can we can kind of split up the horde. We don't want the horde to stay together the whole time, because every shot that you shoot from up on the roof might not land on the same target every single time. So we want to avoid that. We want some of them to come through so we can pick them off, or maybe leave them to go through the spikes, and the others that are stuck in the barbed wire so we can pick them off. So either way, you can do it either which way you want to. But this is the idea that we have for the outside, and then obviously we can put some barbed wire on the inside as well, just to slow them down a little bit more. And then in here, I'm not going to do major changes at the moment. Like, I'm not going to build up these walls now, because usually they go for the doors first. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to upgrade these windows. That is all that we're going to do right now. We're just going to upgrade all of these windows as far as possible. It is going to take quite some metal. I mean, I just upgraded one window all the way up to that, and it took 80 metal for one window. So this is what we want to do. We want to upgrade all of the windows in here as far as possible. And like I said, usually they go for the doors. First they go for the doors. In my experience, I may be wrong. I mean, later on, in further waves or later blood moons, I know at some point they start digging and they come up through the floor and stuff like that. It's going to take a while for one of them to get through that. But yeah, so we're just going to start with the windows. We're going to close these holes up here. We're going to reinforce the doors even further, and then at some point we're going to create a little safe room somewhere, you know, so that when everything goes to shit and all hell breaks loose, we can retreat to a little safe room, increase the walls around it, you know, maybe keep this open. This door is still locked. I have to break that down and actually put in a door that we can open. So we can make a little safe room, you know, put in more walls just to thicken the defenses, and put some spike traps outside it and outside the doors and inside and so on and so forth. So that is what we're gonna do. We're gonna aim for that. Do the windows, I'll put the doors, make sure we got spikes everywhere, barbed wire, whatever, and I think I'm gonna put a ladder in here, and make sure I put, you know, have spikes at the ready in the inventory, so that when they start climbing up and going over and so on, we can come back down, head into the safe room, and as they break through the walls, we can pick them off one by one. Alright, so that is what we're going to aim for. I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to be spending the rest of day 5, you know, carrying on with the trench and, you know, putting down spikes and yeah, and then I'll clear out in here, and yeah, then that's the aim for the defenses. So I'm gonna do that, but I think that is gonna bring us to the end of this video. I thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you've got some comments, please leave them below. Please hit the like button if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it already, and check out the rest of the playlist if you just joined in. Check out the rest of the playlist that leads up to day 5. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Cheers.